So what is going on, guys? Welcome to another Garden Warfare 2 video. Today I'm going to be doing another top 5 characters video. I do one of these every single Sunday, but I want to apologise for not having one of these out last Sunday. I was travelling down to the Isle of Wight, so I didn't have time to make a video, and I didn't just want to put one out in the middle of the week when people wasn't expecting it, so I decided to just skip a week, and then we will continue on with the top 5 every single Sunday from today. Now, we are going to be doing the top 5 cacti today, and I'm going to hold my hands up and say that I've not really played as the cacti too much in this game, but from the amount that I have played as the cacti characters, I have come up with my top 5. This could change when I do get more upgrades for these characters, so I may make another one of these later down the line in the future. But here we go, top 5 characters, top 5 cacti. Let's get straight into it. So at number 5 we have the Camel Cactus. Now so far I don't have any upgrades for this character. The damage that it does is 60 damage for a critical and 30 damage for a non-critical. Now one thing that you do want to do when you play as this character is you want to turn the zoom in sensitivity all the way up, because if you don't, you're going to be moving very slowly when you are zoomed in with the Camel Cactus. That's what I did to actually make myself a bit easier to move around when I am zoomed in and hopefully be able to get the kills easier. But the one downside to the Camel Cactus is he only has, or should I say she only has, 5 bullets. Now that's the downside to this character. I'm sure that you can get more ammo upgrades, so that means you could increase it to maybe 6 or 7, and also you will be able to get damage upgrades for this character as well. Now the critical hit, like I did say, is 60 damage, so that is really good if you can hit it directly as a critical. 2 criticals would definitely take out an imp 100%. It would almost take out a foot soldier that's got full health, so it's going to take maybe 3-4 shots to take out most zombies if they are at full health. But you know what, 60 damage for a critical is not bad if you are very accurate as your character. So Camel Cactus number 5, if you can get those upgrades, it's going to be even better. I believe that the critical hit goes to 80 when you have a damage upgrade. That's what I've been told, but I cannot confirm nor deny what that actual critical damage would be if you do get a damage upgrade for this character. But the number 5 spot is taken by the Camel Cactus. And number 4, we have the Petrified Cactus. Now, I know a lot of people dislike this character, but this character is very similar to the Electro P and Captain Cannon, where you fire your weapon and then you can press the trigger again and it will detonate or explode your weapon. Now, for the Petrified Cactus, it's called the Egg Blast, and I think out of all 3 characters, the Electro P, Captain Cannon, and the Petrified Cactus, I think the Petrified Cactus weapon actually moves faster, because in the next character update, with the character bug changes and the buffs and nerfs, they're not actually changing the speed of the Petrified Cactus, but they are changing the speed of the projectiles of the Electro P and the Captain Cannon. So I think the speed of the Petrified Cactus's weapon is faster than the other 2, and the damage itself is good. I believe you can get like 40 damage if you do directly hit a zombie without detonating it, and you can do 35 damage if you do explode your weapon as well. Now I know a lot of people dislike this character due to the fact that it's a slower rate of fire, or it's not a slower rate of fire, but the projectile is the slowest one for the Cactus character. But I actually really do enjoy this character. It's very good if there are multiple zombies together. For example, in the gameplay you can see there is a few zombies pushing the boot at the end of Seeds of Time, and you can if you do explode that weapon, you can actually damage multiple zombies, so that means you can get multiple vanquishes with this character. It's also very good if there is a character very close to you, because you can press the trigger and as soon as you fire your weapon, you can then detonate it and explode it. So if there is a character like an imp or a scientist very close to you, you can do damage to them by not actually directly hitting them. You could aim it at the side of them, explode your weapon, and then you will do 35 damage to them. So that is a good feature for this character as well. I feel like it is very beneficial at being up close, and also is good at taking out multiple zombies if they are very grouped close together. So if there's a group of scientists together, this character is definitely going to be good at taking them all out. But there we go, guys, the number 4 spot is taken by the Petrified Cactus. And number 3, we have the Future Cactus. This character can charge up her weapon similar to the Plasma Pea Shooter and other fan favorite characters like that. She can do a single shot weapon as well, which I believe is a critical, can do like 18 damage, which is still pretty good for a Cactus character. But the main thing what makes her special is her charge up. If you actually charge up her attack fully and then get a critical hit on a zombie, you can actually do over 100 damage, which is mind-blowing, because if you do manage to get 100 damage on a character, you can then just press the trigger a few times straight after, do a couple of single shots into that zombie and take them out. It's a very powerful character. The only downside that I can feel to this character is that when you do charge up her weapon, she becomes like a huge giant glow to the zombies, so they're going to know the location of you, and it's going to be very difficult to actually hide as this character. She looks okay. She's not my favorite looking character, but of course looks don't change how well a character can perform. But just overall, he's not my favorite character. I'm not a huge fan of the charge up characters, but with that damage of being over 100, and then you've also got the single shot weapon which can do some decent damage as well, she's managed to get into the middle of my top 5 list. So the number 3 spot is taken by the Future Cactus. And number 2, we have the Zen Cactus. She is the best looking cactus character to me. I love how she looks. I love the pinky purpleness that she has with her. But what's unique about the Zen Cactus is the less ammo you have in your weapon, the more damage you're going to do. So you actually get benefited as playing as the Zen Cactus when you do not reload. The first bullet does 20 damage, and then each bullet will then gradually increase by 10 damage. And then overall finishing off, your final bullet is going to do 60 damage. Now, I absolutely love this character. She did get nerfed. Originally she did 35 damage, 45, 65, 75 damage. That is the damage that she originally did. But yeah, she has been nerfed quite a lot, but it's still an amazing character. She's very good at taking out mechs, especially if you can get every single bullet on top, because the last 2 bullets will do 110 damage in general, and it's just a huge amount of damage that this character can do. Now, one thing I'm actually curious about the Zen Cactus, for example, she only has 5 bullets, and you do get benefited for having less ammo, and then you will do more damage. So if the Zen Cactus gets an ammo upgrade, how is that going to affect how she works? Is her first bullet still going to be 20 and her last bullet maybe 70 damage, you know? Or is it going to work that way, or is it going to be reverse, where her last bullet is still going to be 60 damage and then they kind of make the damage in between? I'm really curious to find out what the difference would be. That's if the Zen Cactus can even get an ammo upgrade. But I really do love how the Zen Cactus looks. Of course, looks don't make a difference like I did say for the Future Cactus, but just overall the way that she performs, having less bullets in her clip, makes her very unique, and I love how this makes this character special. I should have her master, but I don't really play as the characters or the cacti too much in this game. Should change that. Should definitely change that. But the number 2 spot is taken by the Zen Cactus. And the number 1 spot is taken by the Jade Cactus. Now, she is getting nerfed slightly in the next content update. We don't know how much that is going to affect her, so she may not be in my number 1 spot after this update. But for right now, she is the number 1 spot in my top 5 characters. Now, she has more health than the other cacti characters. She has 150 health, where the other characters only have 125, so she can take more damage before being taken out. But that's a downside, that she does move slower than the other cacti characters. But you are playing as a cactus, so you tend to not move around too much. You want to try and be on buildings or be at the back, so that means that you are not really going to be moving too much anyway, unless you're playing turf takeover, you're defending and the zombies manage to capture a base. But if you do play as a cactus well, then that means you're going to be that little bit further back, so you do have time to get back into the next garden before the zombies start attacking it. Now, like I did say, she is going to get nerfed, her damage is going to get nerfed, but her damage is just overall brilliant anyway. She can do impact damage, which is fantastic, but more than that, she can actually fire on the ground around the zombies, and then after about a second delay, those shots which actually miss the zombies and a hit on the ground will actually then do kind of mini explosions, which will do less damage than a direct hit. But it's just a nice feature to have it, that if you do miss a zombie and you are kind of aiming around their feet, and they can damage them as well. And it also makes sure that if a zombie goes around a corner, you can actually fire on the wall behind them and still damage them that way as well. But I do really love the Jade Cactus. She was one of my favourite ones in Garden Warfare 1. She's also one of my favourite ones. It so far is my favourite one in Garden Warfare 2. So we're going to have to wait and see how much the nerf changes this character. But there we go, guys. Those are my top 5 characters for the Cacti class. We have number 5, Camel Cactus. Number 4, Petrified Cactus. The number 3 spot is is the Future Cactus. Number 2 is the Zen Cactus, even after her nerf since the start of the game. And the number 1 spot is taken by the Jade Cactus. Let me know in the comment section down below your top favorite characters, and also let me know in the comment section down below what top 5 characters you would like me to do next week. It's going to be the zombies, so leave me zombie categories in the comment section down below. But there we go, guys. Thank you very much for watching this video. My name is ZEROxFUSIONZ, and hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next one.